Right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to 6 to 6. I know y'all see that thumbnail. Why are them people so happy to get a layoff? I'm about to tell you what's going on, y'all. Listen, layoff, payoff. This is the building trades is the only field where you will see people excited to get a layoff. I know, it sounds crazy, but hear me out. You have to remember, we're working a lot of overtime. We're out of town. We're away from the family. All that stuff matters. We're ready to go. I'm telling you, you got to think about this. In the building trades, we're not working 40 hours. We're just not. We're not working 40 hours. We might be 120 miles from the house, maybe 1,200 miles from the house, sometimes 7,000 miles from the house. We're ready to go. I know it's an oxymoron, but we are excited to get a layoff. You have to remember, there's nothing to look forward to except payday when you're working 7 days a week. That's it. Every day is the same. Every day. The only thing you look forward to when you're working 7 days a week is Saturday and Sunday. And that's because Saturday's time and a half and Sunday's double time. That's all we look forward to. Saturday, working Sunday, and Tuesday night or Wednesday, depending on where you're at, to get a paycheck. That's it. We're ready to go. It's to a point where literally every day, especially when you get closer to when the job is over, you're just like, oh my God, are we done yet? Are we done yet? Hey, when is the, y'all taking volunteers? Y'all taking voluntary layoffs yet? No, nah. I'm serious. People will ask. People will ask for layoffs. And then sometimes they'll just go, hey, you see Mike? Mike, Mike, he pulled his trailer out yesterday. What? Oh, hell. Yeah, that is a thing. In this field, when we're ready to go, we're ready to go. Ain't no 2-week notice. If they like you, they will tell you at the beginning of the shift, like, hey, you got 2 hours and I'm out. You know what I mean? That's what guys do. Now, here's another thing about layoff. We play a little bit of chess. People that travel do play chess when it comes to layoff as well. If you notice, certain guys and certain group of people that do travel, we are very particular about the states that we work in. That's because we know we're going to get laid off and we know that we're going to file unemployment. Now, it's not a bad thing. A lot of guys don't like working in the wintertime. Some guys don't like working in the summertime, you know? A lot of guys have it to where they only do work sometimes 6 months out the year, 8 months, or 10 months out the year. So what they do is they have a list, and you know, it's not a secret, but there's a list of states that you can find that pay the highest and the lowest unemployment. If you guys check out my videos, scroll all the way at the bottom, I got a whole video on that. But for instance, if you've got a guy who, let's say he lives in Mississippi, he's not trying to work in Mississippi. He don't want to, be making $2,500 a week or $3,000 a week at Chevron and then go file unemployment and then your max unemployment is $300 a week. It doesn't make any sense. He's going to go travel and he's going to hit those states. You know, he might hit your Washingtons and your New Jersey, Illinois, places like that. You go hit Washington and work there for 2 weeks, get laid off, work somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. You work for 6 or 7 months, and then you remember, oh yeah, I got Washington State. You go file that claim, boom, you're getting $1,000 a week. You've been traveling for 8 months, you're moneyed up, you got your bills paid for 3 or 4 months, you got cash in your bank account, no bills, and you've got $1,000 a week. That, I'm telling you, there's really some smart guys out there that really play this game really, really well. But you got to know how to do it. But Another thing that's funny is when we get towards the end of the job, you'll have a crew, and then you'll see the foreman with the envelopes at lunchtime. You're like, oh, I think this is it. Hey, Greg, thanks. Sonya, hey, I appreciate you. Mike, hey, you did a good job. And he just looks right over you. Everybody else then got laid off except you. So now you gotta stay and pick up cigarette butts or go hole watch or some tedious job that you don't want to do. They've already banged out all the hard stuff. All the welds are done. All the panels are lifted. The crane work, everybody's gone. It is, you went from a job site with 150 people to just 30 guys. It is so boring, but you're not laid off. And sometimes this forces guys just to quit and leave. And you guys know how that works. You don't want to be working somewhere like New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Washington State and just quit, because that means you just voluntarily left. And yeah, you went to go another job, but remember, you're trying to play chess so you can get laid off. So 6 months from now, when you go to file your unemployment claim, the company has to pay it. Now, if you just get up and leave, you basically left. And you wasted the whole idea of you trying to file your unemployment claim in that state that pays a lot of money. You just wasted it, right? So that's the thing too. And it's a difficult thing to be on the road. You're eating out every day. You miss the kids. You miss the wife. If you live in California, you miss the husband. All of that stuff. You are just ready to go. Nothing matters. Like I said, every day is the same. You cannot wait to get laid off. Now, again, this is for the building trades. All right? People that travel, not working 40 hours a week. I get it. My first time I was laid off, I was 19. I was 19 years old when I had my first layoff. I didn't know what to do. And I noticed I was on the bus and everybody was just excited. The bus to go to the car, guys. Come on, I'm not catching the bus. Everybody was just so excited. And I mean, the second the guys get laid off, you've got guys that are already calling for the next job. You've got guys, they're on their, no one was on their, people didn't have smartphones like that back in 2008. But you got guys making calls, plane trips and hotels and all this stuff, man. It's just, everything happens instantly. The second you get laid off, you're already planning where your next job is. You're planning how long you're going to stay at home, how much money you got, where you're going to file your unemployment, all of this stuff. That's part of why my brain moves so fast. But this is part of the trade. I'm used to it. After all the years, I am so used to it. It does not bother me getting laid off. And I never understood why people that have regular jobs, they get so butthurt about, they're crying and I don't know what I'm going to do. And it is partly why you living above your means. I hope I'm not talking to some of y'all out there, but that's another reason why you don't live above your means, right? But there are gambles to this industry when it comes to layoffs. It's not always good. Sometimes there was an instance where I got a call to go work in Maryland, and I'm living in LA, and I wanted my partner to come so we could split everything, right? So the dispatcher calls me. He's like, hey, I got an 8-week job. Ooh, I'm like, cool. I fly. Again, last minute. Everything's last minute. So plane tickets are high when they're last minute. Y'all know that. Fly, go from LAX to Jacksonville. I go get him. We drive from Jacksonville all the way to Ocean City, Maryland. We got to take a weld test. And remember, if we don't pass the weld test, we don't get the job. We got 2.5 weeks. That's it. I mean, this was supposed to be an 8-week job, guys. 8 weeks, 25, that's, 5, 10, 15, 20, potentially $20,000 that we could have made there. We only got 2.5 weeks. That's it. That's a gamble. And there's been times where I have driven 700 miles to go take a well test. It didn't pass. Don't let none of these welders tell you that they ain't never failed no weld test. They lying. They're lying. Back when they was younger, they was failing weld tests. I promise you. I ain't know all these welders talking about they never failed no what. They lying. Now, the older guys, they probably are telling the truth that they haven't been. Even for me, it's been, I don't remember the last time I failed a weld test. It's been a while. But it takes a while to get like that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, that's a gamble. I've driven 700 miles before, didn't pass a weld test, got stuck in places where no one was hiring for another 3 weeks. That sucks. I did not want to be laid off that time. So it's a gamble. You got to pick and choose your battles and learn how to play chess. You know what I mean? So, hey guys, I hope y'all got something out of this. I hope y'all watched this video because this is the second time that I've recorded this video. I just did it and the microphone wasn't on. So you know what? I'm not doing it a third time. I don't know what to tell you.